Unity Council for East Palestine, the train derailment, comprised of residents of East Palestine and other surrounding areas, say that their goal is that people and animals and the environment affected by the derailment be, quote, restored and made whole. Joining me now is one of the group's leaders, Hilary Flynt. And Hilary, I always appreciate the generosity of your time coming back time and time again to talk about this. Has there been any progress to the demands that you all are asking for transparency and accountability?
Thank you. And as always, thanks for having me, Marni. I think we all got really excited when we heard there was news coming out of the White House, and it ended up being an executive order and not the disaster declaration we were looking for. So yet again, we're kicking the can down the road while residents continue to get sicker. As you see, the creeks are still not clean. And if that's what's outside, imagine what's inside our homes.
Talk about the specific demands you all have as it pertains to testing in your community.
One of the big ones we've pushed from the very beginning was indoor air testing. The EPA continues to tell us no and say that they have all these data points that the outdoor air is fine, but it's people that are within their homes getting sick. That air, doesn't have anywhere to go. And, in the beginning, they didn't give us the proper protocol on how to clean our homes, how to make sure that, bad air was moving out. So what happened is a lot of these chemicals got stuck in, the chair behind me and the curtains and the rugs beneath my feet. And since that wasn't mitigated in the very beginning, it's still here. And we just continue to push for this indoor air testing. And unfortunately, the EPA continues to refuse.
Hilary, talk about day-to-day life, right? As we go about our work and our business and school and live our own lives, you all have been dealing with this for months, day in, day out. How has it impacted the community you live in, those folks who live in East Palestine, to get on with their lives?
I think a lot of us are very much stuck in limbo. So, for example, I'm currently in my Eden Valley, Pennsylvania home, but I have a rental and I'm considered permanently relocated, even though we still own this home and we are waiting for this home buying program to come out. And unfortunately, if we they're calling it the VAT. If we take advantage of that, we have to sign away our legal rights to future health claims. So we continue to live in limbo every day. It seems to be more questions than answers. And, no one can get back to normal, or at least the people that are experiencing health symptoms cannot. And, even if it's not every single member in the community, just one person experiencing health symptoms from this is enough. And that's who we fight for.
The president will be in Michigan today, joining the picket line for UAWs who are on strike, yet the president has not been to East Palestine. The calls have grown louder and louder for him to do so. How does that land with you and others who want to see the federal government there and paying attention to your plight?
Listen, I fully support Joe Biden joining a picket line. We're very pro-union in this area, so I'm happy to see he's doing that. But again, we definitely feel left out. We feel like, we're the last community he plans to visit, I guess. And I understand things continue to go on and crises continue to happen, but it's almost been 8 months now. So the time is past, and it better be sooner than later.
The field hearing that was set for Friday was postponed. What's the next steps for you and your group?
Well, tonight we're all really excited to be a part of Chris Cuomo's town hall. So we will be there. Prior to that, we're also hosting a town hall with the former mayor of Timmins Beach, Missouri. And after that, it's just continuing to hit the phones, call our local politicians, continue to ask questions of the EPA. And, we just keep trucking on all these months later.
And how much is prevention, making sure that something like this doesn't happen in another community, part of your efforts moving forward? Train safety, speeds, moving through so many of our small communities across the country.
So I think that's definitely going to be a future pivot for us. Right now, it's really, really hard to think about the future and protecting people from this. Again, right now, we're still not taken care of. We still have basic needs that are unmet. We're still living in homes that have toxins within them. So it's really, really hard for me to think about rail safety and things like that. When the time comes, we will stand with other communities pushing for these things, and we will, of course, lend a hand. But right now, Unity Council's #1 goal is protecting the people in and around East Palestine affected from this train derailment.
Yeah, the fear is now. Do you share the fears for your personal health due to exposure in your town?
Yeah, so I had always said I would be probably one of the first to get sick and one of the worst. I'm a young adult cancer survivor, have chronic illness issues, and just a couple weeks ago, I found out that I have a spot in my lung. So actually tomorrow, I'm going to my oncologist. And, you know, you can't say, oh, the derailment might put me out of remission, but it was a fear I had in the beginning. It's a fear that, you know, unfortunately, I keep coming closer and closer to being a reality. And, you know, I might be one of the first, but I don't think I'll be the last if we continue to leave people in these toxic homes.
Well, my heart breaks for you. I pray for good news as you visit with your oncologist this week. Hilary Flynt, thank you for always being a voice to those who are going through this alongside you. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.